Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ariana Biermann bids emotional farewell to foreclosed home. Heartfelt alum Ariana Biermann just gave an emotional farewell to her family's foreclosed Georgia mansion. They have been fighting for over 2 years to save the home, but now they are all packed up. Sadly, the children are the ones who are paying the price. Keep reading for all of the details. Ariana Biermann bids emotional farewell to foreclosed home. Fans first met Ariana Biermann when she was a little girl on Heartfelt. Her mother, Kim Zolciak, was on OG and a single parent to Ariana and her sister, Biermann. They lived in a townhouse and Kim was taken care of by a man named Big Papa. Yet, when she met former pro football player Biermann, it was love at first sight. He embraced her as she was and loved her 2 girls, even adopting them once they decided to make their love official. Together, they started a family and had 4 children plus starred in a Heartfelt spin-off, Don't Be Tardy. In the summer of 2022, their lavish Georgia mansion faced foreclosure, but they dodged it. This happened again in early 2023, but again, they got lucky and were saved. However, Kim and Cristin were in such incredible debt that their marriage suffered and they filed for divorce. It became horrifically toxic for their children and Ariana was embarrassed by her mother's behavior. Now, it appears their home has officially been taken away. It was scheduled for auction as of early December 2024, but it is unclear if that happened. The home has been empty, and Kim called the police as she was trying to get her moving truck out of the driveway. Yet she claimed Cristin was blocking her from leaving. In a sad twist, Ariana Biermann took fans on an Instagram tour of their vacant home. She was seen hugging her siblings and various items as she floated through the house and captioned the video, "Kim's to blame." Ariana Biermann was visibly broken up about having to say goodbye to this home that held so many memories. However, fans and followers could not help but blame her mother, Kim Zolciak, for being irresponsible. Some hoped that this would show Ariana how to be financially responsible and what not to do. She has already struggled with her mother posting clickbait posts and not telling her. This led Ariana to think that her father was sick or being unfaithful when it was all a ploy for cash. Ariana Biermann stood in the grand foyer of the once lavish Atlanta mansion, the scent of lavender still faint on the curtains that hadn't been washed in weeks. The marble floor, which used to echo with laughter, high heels, and the scratchy pitter-patter of the family dogs, now felt hauntingly silent. At 22, Ariana was no stranger to cameras, controversy, or the chaos of growing up on reality TV. But this moment, standing in the home that once symbolized everything her family built, was heartbreakingly real. The Biermann home, famously featured on Don't Be Tardy, was now nothing more than an echo of its glory days. Once a symbol of Kim Zolciak Biermann's empire, all oversized chandeliers, ornate furnishings, and enough pink to make Barbie blush, the estate had gone into foreclosure, tangled in a web of financial decline and legal battles. The headlines came fast. Zolciak Mansion faces auction block. Foreclosure finalized. Reality empire crumbles. But to Ariana, it wasn't just about lost property. It was about lost dreams, growing up, and saying goodbye to the place that held her childhood, packing up the past. Ariana wandered through her former bedroom, the walls still painted in that soft blush tone she begged for at 15. The shelves once overflowing with designer shoes were now empty, except for one lonely stiletto missing its heel, a remnant from her homecoming dance. "It's like leaving a piece of myself behind," she whispered to a family friend who'd come to help load boxes into the rental van. The Biermann sisters, Ariana and her older sister Bria, had always maintained a united front, especially in the face of public scrutiny. But this time, Bria was quiet. She sat on the staircase scrolling through her phone, trying to avoid eye contact with the movers. "If I cry, I won't stop," she admitted in a broken voice. Kim was noticeably absent, said to be handling paperwork or perhaps avoiding the emotional toll altogether. Ariana didn't blame her. The house had been Kim's dream and her battlefield. From her multiple reality TV ventures to the infamous closet tours and endless Instagram lives, Kim had lived for this house. And now it was slipping away. I took my first driving lesson in that driveway, Ariana said with a shaky laugh, pointing toward the circular entrance now filled with contractor trucks. Crashed into a rosebush too. She smiled, though her eyes glistened with unshed tears. Memories came rushing in like an emotional flood. Christmas mornings on the grand staircase, the 20-foot tree glowing with gold ornaments. Late-night wine nights with Mom and Real, even though Ariana was underage, while giggling about boys and TikTok drama. The kitchen with its custom pizza oven and crystal-encrusted bar stools was once the heart of their family chaos. Now it stood empty, a stark reminder that wealth can vanish as quickly as it arrives. This house wasn't just about the money, Ariana explained during a brief moment of solitude. It was about us. We made mistakes, but we made memories too. Reality bites. Ariana's farewell comes at a time when public scrutiny of her family is at an all-time high. Kim and Biermann's marriage has played out in courtrooms, not confessionals. Accusations of gambling debts, unpaid taxes, and bitter custody fights have riddled the tabloids. Ariana, often looped into the drama by proximity, has tried to distance herself, but the shadow of fame and infamy doesn't let go so easily. I didn't sign up for this life, she admitted in an emotional TikTok last month, but I'm doing my best to live it with grace. Despite her attempts to launch her own identity, modeling, influencing, and even dabbling in fitness entrepreneurship, Ariana has often been cast as Kim's daughter, a label both flattering and suffocating. Still, she refuses to be defined by her family's downfall. This moment hurts, she confessed as she locked the front door for the last time. But maybe we needed to lose everything to finally start fresh. One last look. Before getting into her car, Ariana turned back to take one final look at the mansion. The massive black gates, the fausse Italianate architecture, the towering windows that once framed picture-perfect family portraits. All of it now stood still, waiting for its next chapter. She pulled out her phone and snapped a photo, not for Instagram, not for the tabloids, but for herself. In the distance, a crow flew over the chimney, as if signaling the end of an era. Ariana tucked her hair behind her ear, exhaled deeply, and got behind the wheel. I'm not ashamed of where I came from, she said to herself, but I'm ready to find out who I am without all of this. The road ahead. The family may be scattered, emotionally, physically, and financially, but Ariana insists she's not giving up. I've still got big dreams, she recently told a small podcast. Just maybe, not as many closets. Her friends have rallied around her, offering support and temporary housing as she figures out her next step. While Brielle is said to be considering a move to Los Angeles for a fresh start, Ariana is leaning towards something quieter, maybe a rental house outside of Atlanta, away from the chaos. The irony isn't lost on her. The girl who grew up in one of Georgia's most publicized homes now just wants peace. Still, she holds on to the belief that somehow things will get better, that this chapter, painful as it is, will make her stronger. I may have left the mansion, she wrote in a heartfelt Instagram caption, but I'm taking the memories and my dignity with me.